everyone, welcome to 4-Minute Film School. My name is Steve Nelson. Now there's nothing worse than setting up your first professional film shoot and you get casting call, you get all these great actors in, and you just end up looking like a d because you don't plan everything out well. Well, in today's episode, we're going to tell you how to not be a d and plan out your next production so everything runs perfectly smooth. Start the clock. A little bit of planning can go a long way, from keeping your equipment constantly in check to setting up shooting schedules to keep yourself in line. It can turn even the most incompetent of people into a get-her-done type of director. We'll cover those two things and tons more to help facilitate the filming of your next production right after this break.
Hey, our studio's here, and now it's time for my trailer, Betrayal.
This organisation won't work with a corrupt member, Ryan.
How do you know
Lower the gun, Ryan.
who you can trust? Betrayal.
Recently, we went out to shoot something on location. When we got there, one of our mics had given up the ghost and didn't work. That's why it's always important to test all your equipment the night before to make sure that everything's in operating order.
Now this may seem a bit obvious, but it's always important to bring spare expendables, as tapes, batteries, light bulbs, cords, anything can go out in a second. A lot of you are probably in the same boat as me when I go out and make a movie. I ain't paying nobody. But you should at least give them a meal. I found an affordable way to do this is to go out and get, cold cuts, sub rolls, some chips, soda, and just give them the food, maybe supply them for their transportation, and they'll thank you for that. If they don't, then take the food back.
Prepping your camera the night before also includes cleaning your lens. Don't ever use lens cleaners on your lenses. It can creep back behind the lens, get in the optics, and cause clouding or condensation. Instead, I'm going to show you the professional way to do it. Grab your canned air, hold it like this, give it a blast. Then you take a Kim wipe, fold it up a couple of times, and just use that.
Now it's always a good idea to go online and check the weather in advance to plan out your shooting days. Now if you want to shoot out in the rain or you absolutely have to, just go back to the episode of Weekend Extra where Alan built that little case that goes over your camera for the rain. Checking out your location ahead of time is always beneficial, whether it's the day before, week before, month before, decade before, millennium before. Not only because you can bring around a digital camera and take some pictures of what your shots will be to enhance your storyboard, but you could also find things like electrical outlets to plug into and hospitals to go to just in case you don't get electrocuted while plugging into the electrical outlet. Gotta be careful. Gotta know where the hospitals are. A plethora of detailed lists and schedules is a great thing to have. The three most important, in my opinion, are the shot list, the prop list, and the character list. Usually I block it out by location, so when I'm at that certain location, I know everything I need by going to each individual list.
Another thing that you should definitely do the night before is make sure all your batteries are charged. Once they're charged, put a rubber band around them, and you'll know. That way, when you go to use it and take it off your camera and it's just laying around, if there's no rubber band, you don't know if it's fully charged or not, so go ahead and put it on the charger.
Having a well-thought-out production far in advance will show that you're professional and serious about what you're doing. But that's going to wrap up today's episode of 4-Minute Film School. Join us next week. On our show, we're going to have Obama. Girl. But I think that's better in my opinion. But don't forget to leave us some comments below. Tell us about some mishaps that have gone on from your set from poor planning, whether it was something as simple as a shot being messed up to your director of photography being murdered. All right, maybe don't leave out the murder stories, but give us some comments.